Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Spider-Man Loves Mary Jane, issue number 3. Now, as you know, this is part of the Season 2 event. Now, pretty much the story is like the Marvel version to Lois and Clark. So, the cover you have Mary Jane skateboarding without a helmet or shoe pads. And also have Spider-Man webbing on. So the story starts off how at school it's a dark and stormy rainy day, and you've got Thor and the Avengers heading off, and meanwhile Mary Jane is talking to Liz about the whole limo girl thing, saying, "It's ridiculous. They're everywhere. How does stuff like that even get started?" And she points out how, the whole limo girl thing has got blown out of proportion and is getting a bit out of hand. And Flash shows up with some sandwiches saying, "Limo girl rocks! Where have you been? I was texting you all third period, and you didn't even answer." "That's what I like about you, Liz. You go to class." "For real, Flash? Where were you? You didn't skip class, did you?" "Nah, I was taking a test. Give me a break." And Flash points out as how that, due to the whole limo girl thing, is that some kids in the morning class hot glued some of their tools onto the wall and stuff. And so Mary Jane takes this personally because she's obviously going to get blamed for it. But afterwards, Flash decides to ask Liz, want to see some Bruce Wayne filmed at the Odeon. And Liz is like, "Can't, busy." "Doing what?" "I'm just busy." And so Peter shows up, saying, "Hey guys, what's up? Parker." "Hey Parker." And so after a bit of flirting between Peter and MJ, turns out that Peter is helping Liz with his class, and Flash takes this personally like an idiot, saying, "Hey, will you turn me down to be with Peter this afternoon? He's helping me with my Galacticus, Flash. It's really important I pass my class or I can't stay in cheerleading." Now, I don't get this about school. I mean, if this is really a problem for the students, this is like taking something important from them. Why not just, it kind of seems a bit childish. And so it's like, Flash is like, "You're unbelievable. And you ain't gonna tell me? Because I knew you'd do this." "Do what?" This mad caveman thing you do every time you feel threatened." And so, after a big thunderstorm, everyone just looks on, and Liz and Flash head off, while MJ looks on. And meanwhile, the casting teacher's like, "Okay, everyone, gather around, I'll have the final casting changes." And so he points out to Zoe McCall that she's not going to be the main character, but an Apple Troll. And she's like, "What? Why?" "Mary Jane's a better dancer, so she's going to be our new Elise." "But I've already learned all her lines. You said the Apple Troll is a much more challenging part, so you have the acting chops to make him a very sympathetic character." And you can actually tell this guy is picking favourites because, this is kind of what teachers do in schools. They pick favourites on students, and you gotta feel sorry for Zoe because, this was like her big break, but ends up getting the worst part. And so MJ tries to talk with her, saying, "I'm sorry." And so looks at her thinking, "How dare you do this to me?" Even though MJ did nothing really to her. So after MJ says hi to Molly, and looks around, she sees Harry, and just as she looks to find Harry, she looks on saying, and pants. So meanwhile, at typing class, MJ shows up, and the teacher personally takes the whole limo girl thing, saying about him talking about it, and even acts a bit like a dick about it. So meanwhile, Flash shows up at Parker being an idiot, saying, "Hey Parker, what do you think you're doing, seeing Liz behind my back?" "It's a study thing, Flash. You wouldn't understand." "Are you giving me attitude, Parker?" And just then a fight breaks out. MJ pretty much hears about what's going on and tries to stop Flash from doing something stupid, like killing him. And so after getting Flash to cool off, and even berates him for his behaviour, and unfairly blame Peter, I get it, she's pretty much gonna point fingers, but just then the school vice principal shut up saying, "Hey, stop! I want every one of your names! Stop, I say! That's it! Scuttle away like the pack of rats! I'm watching you! You can't get away with anything in my school, cowards!" So after MJ and some of the other students make a break for it, Peter thanks MJ for helping him, but says that, you shouldn't be there, because if Flash kept doing what he did, he probably would have ended up hitting her. But after getting out of school, Peter gives MJ his jacket, and they have this really brief romantic moment. But due to the thunderstorm, they decide to head off. And meanwhile, at the hair salon where MJ works, Rita's like, "Freaking claim Sposh Boss stole me alien lover. I can't believe you read that, Rag. How else am I supposed to know who stole whose alien lover?" So MJ shows up all wet and that, but they mainly get her out of her wet clothes and have it dried off, and even offering her some coffee. So meanwhile, Peter's basically saying, "Oh, why did I think it was a good idea? I'm cold, I'm wet. Oh, what time is it? Oh, great, I'm missing Battlestar Galactica. And so you've got this villain who's called Cog. I don't know who he's meant to be, so if anyone can let me know who he's meant to be, if he's a full villain or not, that would be great." So after battling Cog and that, Peter ends up falling down with his web shooters empty. Just then, MJ calls to let her mum know that she is basically going to be late for school, and just then gets a news report about it being Spider-Man, saying somebody fell off the roof. So the story is actually not too bad. I would say it gives a bit of a romantic moment to Peter and MJ, and we also see the potential build-up to some of the other characters. So it deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.